今でも青が澄んでいる今でも青は澄んでいるどんな祈りも言葉も近づけるのはなかったまるで静かな子のような祈らないじゃなた愛にのねって恋にならないくね So, welcome to another video. Sometimes you just have to blast music, and even though you are saying everything wrong and you do not have any sense of music in your bones, you just gotta roll with it and just do you. So today I wanted to help out with another thing, since we are getting lots of new players and return players and whatnot. Another day, another me, another way of trying to get a little bit the toxicity out of the game, I guess. So I thought today I can speak a little bit about the dailies, the weeklies, just general things that people would do every day or every week, depending on what map you're on, what you're doing. So currently I am on the ship, as you can see, on the Ilios side. And this guy, he will also give you new quests as soon as the patch hits. So that is one thing that you need to keep in mind. Another thing that you should keep in mind, that the quest over here, the weekly, will also should stay. So you can come here and you can get that quest. Wait, let me check if I have the quest already. I did take some of them. There you go. So this is the quest that you can take here, which you just have to kill 3 boxes, you know, and it's kind of nice to have if you just come here and if you just, you know, get like a kisk. And what I usually like to do is either on this side or on that side, I like to put like a kisk close to it. So if I do like, you know, die from full damage, I don't get teleported out of the map. I still stay here, because if you die normally, then obviously you can select where you want to get back up. But what I think it's nice is to have a kisk close to this location, or as you can see, there are 2 more locations over there. Close to those locations, I would be putting a kisk and then, you know, just resurrecting. Now, why is this symbol or this location so important? If you stand on it, you recover flight time quite fast, like really quick and really easy. So you're ready to jump off the bridge again to continue to do whatever you came here to do. Now, another thing is that another quest you would be able to take is the quest over here, which should give you a PvP quest. And that should be it for now, as in what quests you're getting on this map. The other quest you would be getting, if you press M, open your map, and you'll be able to see all those garrisons on the map. And you can obviously just go to one of those, you can turn it, and then you can start taking the quest. And for that, in my opinion, the best way to start, to even like coming here and considering starting the quest, is if you have prepared for the questing, because it will make your life easier and it will make the life of anybody involved easier. So what I would suggest you do, and you can obviously do that in Ingerson or in Gelk as well, you don't have to do it on this map here. Try to have always 1 or 2 kisk with you. Keep in mind the ones on this map are a little bit more expensive, and it's better to buy them in Ingi and Gelk, because I think over there you just pay like 30k, and here you pay like, you know, 80, 90k, whatever. And another thing is, when you come to this map, go to the page 3. No, it should be the page 4. So it's page 4. And then in page 4, you will see this EOS return scrolls. These scrolls can only be used on this map. And what these scrolls do, they let you, regardless where you are, they let you teleport back to the ship that we're currently on. So imagine you're doing, I don't know, you're doing this car isn't fast and you have like any issues, I don't know, Zerg of Asmos is coming, or you just finish that one and that one just turned blue. It will take time till you can retake it. So then you can just use the scroll, use the teleporter to go to that location or to that location. So that's why these scrolls are kind of helpful. And the other scroll that is really helpful is that one. The price is insanely expensive, I know. It's always good to have few of those. So what I usually go for, I take like a stack of 100. I mean, you kind of have to look how much, like, you know, obviously you have to look after your Kina, but I usually take 100 of those and then I have like 10 or 20 of those lying around just in case. Another thing is obviously you should have elemental stones to rest people. You should have the thumb, like these stones to rescue yourself, you know, and then everything else, you know, all the supplies that are needed, you should obviously have that one as well. Now I'm going to come to one more thing that I think should become a necessity. It should become like breathing. It should become, you know, something is second nature, something that you, everybody, all of us, and there's no pointing fingers, we are all to blame. We should be a little bit more considerate. So what I'm talking about today is go to your macro location over here, and then maybe you know, maybe you don't know, if you go down here, if you go to support, you can click on help, and then in help you have a bunch of different information, but the ones that I'm interested in right now is the command line. So if you go in command line, you have here group, chat, change chat mode, loot distribution, legion, friend list, and yada yada, like you have a bunch of things. So the ones that I'm currently interested in is the group one, and you see here, if you enter in the chat / recruit alliance member and then space and the message, then you can start recruiting for an alliance. It goes same if you say / apply for group, then you can do the same. So, and then, you know, so if you want to invite somebody, like these are just commands. So the way it works is if you press enter and then you press like, depending on what chat I am, you can see currently I am in the chat say, which is like the open chat. If I want to be in a different chat, which is like if I press 3, then I switch to the LFG chat. I can also just, you know, do this, and back with S, I can change back to this one. And if you want to just, you know, find out what other chats there are, then you can have a look in here. This is not really about the chat, but it's like just a general understanding, especially for the returns and the new players. So what I would like you to do is press this one, type this one and say recruit. And instead of alliance, we're going to say group member. In here, I'm going to do it again. Recruit group member. Keep in mind, before I press space, keep in mind, you see here, the R has to be capital letters. The G has to be capital letter, bro. That's why I'm singing earlier, because I'm just so stupid and not able to speak today. Again, let me try. So, recruit group members. And of course, you have the recruit alliance members. And what I was saying is that the R, the G, and the M has to be capital letters. If it's not capital letters, it will not work. Okay. And then the next thing you would do is just press space and it will turn into like a recruitment window thingy. So I'm just going to press enter now. Obviously it gets visible. So because my speech bubbles are turned on, I think over here somewhere you can turn the speech bubbles off and on or something, if I am correct. Where is it? Where is it? Show region compass, blah, blah, blah. Show chain, blah, blah, blah. Monsters, show HP, show blah, blah, blah. Damage. Well, I don't know why I'm not finding it, but there should be some option with the name show speech bubble, something like that, and so, or something similar to speech bubble, or just I don't know, man. Just something in that direction. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm too stupid to find it right now. It's actually quite easy to find normally. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It's not important. You know, on default it should be turned on anyways for all your characters. There is a way to turn it off. Oh, there you go. Oh, how am I so blind? Hey, show speech bubble. So there is a possibility to hide it, and as if you're streaming, then obviously there's a, you know, like, you know what I'm saying. I don't need to say it. But if you're not, and if you're just on your own, it's good to have that visible, because then if somebody says something, hello you, then they get like a bubble on top of the head, and you can see if others are speaking to you. My lonely ass doesn't have any friends, as you can see on this ship, so that's why I can't really test it for you, or like, you know, show it to you. But what I'm trying to say is that there are two macros that I would like you to create before you start doing it. So you just type here /s, and then what you do is you can press enter, and you just created this one. And by the way, I'm going up and down with my you know, buttons to select the chat, whatever. So I can go this one, and then I can press Control A, which highlights the whole thingy, and Control C. Then I can enter in this one, and just make sure that there's one space after the S, and then I say Control V, and then I have it in here. Now I can save it as for example, create group. I can use an icon that I want. I can describe it. Let's you create group. I mean, is that really necessary? For me, it isn't. But if you want to do this, so then just go ahead, whatever, and then you just save it. Okay. And what happens is you can now click on it, and the bubble appears. So others who would be running close to you, they will see something like this in their chat. If they're not seeing the bubble, they can then click on it, and then they see how many people you are in a group with, or what classes, and then they can just click on apply. Yeah. Same goes with the second one that I created, which is the apply for group, which means imagine you are the only one at a garrison, and people are already running to do the quest. Then it's worth it to just press this macro, which is this one, and then you can just click on it, and then you can just apply, like invite the guy to your already existing group, you know. So yeah, so these are the two ways that I would recommend you strongly to have, because KSing mobs from each other, I don't know, man, if this is really the way people should be going. It would be much faster if we rather help each other, and it would be definitely less toxic, because trust me, the 5 seconds you usually wait for a different person is not really gonna change anything for you particular, but it will definitely improve your play style with others. And I mean, keep in mind, this is, you're not playing freaking Game Boy, you're playing an MMORPG. It is the point of playing with people and not alone, you know. So I just want to make that clear. So now let me get this guy up. So I'm just gonna turn one of them just so we can talk further about the quest. Don't really have my regular keybinds, so don't judge me. This is just a test account for the, you know, on the test server. So do not judge me for it. No. Okay. So he's dead. As you can see, he hits quite hard. As you can see, if I kill him, I get this. Alfetta painting fragment, which is quite nice. So it's always good to have that. After this, you just run obviously to the location and you take the quest. And the thing that I like a lot with this patch is the fact that technically after it's green, I just need to come here to take the quest. And then, I mean, even if it changes, it doesn't matter, because back in, you know, the ones of you who played Catalan back in the days, remember that you had to go back to turn in the quest again, and that's not the case anymore, especially for this map, which I'm really, really happy about, to be honest, because, you know, it's really, really annoying to have to run back and do that. Just makes things much, 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 much faster. So now, another thing that I would like to speak to you about is if you see people already fighting, trust me, it doesn't take a lot. Just message how many. So like the ones who are already here, they can reply to you. We have like there are 3 out of 5, or there are 1 out of 5, or there are 4 out of 5. Then, I mean, all other regions are doing it. We are the only region that are struggling with it for some reason. So please try to be a little bit more considerate. Like if you see people doing the quest, and either, you know, try to join them with the macros I just showed you. But if you are like 6 people and there are 6 people, there is literally no harm in just waiting for a few seconds. Like I remember in Korea, there's even people in like a queue. So you would see groups waiting to do the quest. And then obviously when Asmodian would come, we would get together and then fight them. But other than that, Ilios would be waiting for each other, so the next one and the next one and the next one can come in. Okay, so now I've got my 5 out of 5. I want to show you one more thing. If you hold the mouse on top of the garrison, I just turned it, you can see, so it is vulnerable again in 30 seconds. You can see the timer is running, so it's soon vulnerable again. So that is amazing. That's why you should, you know, it's like you kind of have in time, you see when the next step is going to happen. So it shouldn't really be that big of a deal for you to be like, oh, it's going to be like 3 hours I'm waiting here. No, bro, it's just a few seconds that you're, you know, missing. So technically there should be no harm in kind of being a little bit more considerate towards each other. Okay, so yeah, after you've done the quest, you can go ahead, you can just go to your quest window, you can click on that one, and then you see what you were getting for it. You click on instant report and you can hand in the quest. Important for that, keep in mind the reset is 9 o'clock in the morning. If you do not hand in those quests by that time, it will count as the quest on the day you hand them in, which basically means that you would kind of lose days. So the best way is to do the quest and then hand it in straight away, so you don't miss it or mess up or anything else. Okay. So I hope that was a little bit helpful, especially for the new ones. I mean, old ones and the veteran players, they know exactly what's happening. I don't need to explain to them, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we are all trying to be our best to improve the game for ourselves, because in the end of the day, in my opinion, the publisher can just do so much if we as a community are not following through and, you know, putting in our share, which is at least, in my opinion, 60, 70, 80%, then all that is for nothing. So keep improving, keep the progress up, and enjoy the next patch that is coming soon. Thank you very much, and bye.